Всем привет, с вами Ято. Мы продолжаем прохождение Dragon Quest. И, собственно, первым делом мы, конечно, отправляемся в гробницу. Все-таки на этом мы и закончили. Так. Побочные квесты я выполнил за камером, потому что они довольно-таки муторные. Вообще, сложно сказать, зачем их сюда запихали, учитывая их количество, ну и самую их суть. На мой взгляд, вполне достаточно будет основной линии, которая, на удивление, довольно-таки длинная, хотя и напоминает кое-что. Я бы даже сказал, очень сильно напоминает. Надеюсь, в данном отрезке мы разберемся без лишних проблем, без случайных гибелей персонажей, допущены по причине невнимательности. В любом случае с нами будет Вероника, что уже значительно упрощает все. И, конечно, зависит от того, как она будет действовать. Временами персонажи со свободой действий творят полнейшую фигню. С одной стороны, конечно, хочется собрать здесь все, с другой не хочется влипать в неприятности. Хотя так или иначе мы все равно в них влипнем. Ну, хотя бы попробуем сделать это с наименьшей проблематичностью. Надеюсь, никто не воспримет избиение монстрами Вероники за насилие над детьми. Это в последнее время какой-то такой пунктик проскакивает.
Veronica wins again.
И, как всегда, как-то скромно с опытом. Вообще на таких уровнях даже качаться-то неинтересно. Ну, вот, собственно, первая проблема. Я полагаю, в поисках путей мы еще не раз провалимся. Причем я имею в виду не основную линию, а именно побочные, чтобы достать всякие там вкусняшки и прочее, чтобы знать, что здесь валяется.
Night-night!
Интересно, она вообще в курсе, что у нее магия есть? И вот где я заблудился.
I almost forgot. There's a trap up ahead. I'd forget my shadow if it wasn't sewn on. I can't go falling into my own trap now, can I? What would the others say? Right, I'd better go the long way round.
Собственно, зачем мне сейчас аккуратничать? Если нам все равно надо вниз. Потому что очень много всего там заныкано. Скоро этому ходячему мертвецу ответил.
Ha! Easy!
Интересно, она вообще в курсе, что колдовать умеет? Ее тактика палки по башке тоже надоедает. Нет, я надеялся провалиться.
Night-night!
Интересно, зачем я взял ему сплящий удар, а не ядовитый? Хотя это толк как-то поболее. И мы наконец там, где надо. Интересно, это улитка или что вообще? Ну так или иначе, это похоже на какую-то моллюску. Головоногая.
Ha! Easy.
Пожалуй, все, что мы хотели, мы захапали. Это, конечно, не факт. Ну и так сойдет. Главное еще внезапно маршрут не забыть.
That's one heck of a
Ну,
fountain to
собственно,
be
сейчас
hidden
мы
away
узнаем
down here.
страшную тайну Вероники.
Oh. Wait, over there. Serena, wake up. It's me, Veronica.
That's your sister?
Надо заметить, младшая.
Serena! We said we'd always be there for each other, didn't we? Well, I'm here for you now. So pull yourself together!
Вообще, как она умудрилась здесь заснуть.
I'm ever so sorry.
Ну, по
It's
крайней
just
мере, по ней видно, что
well, I
она
was so
младшая.
awfully tired after all that searching that I needed a nap and... Veronica! Is that really you? What in the world has happened to you?
But how did you know it was me?
We've been sisters a long time, you know. It would take a lot more than a new look to fool me.
Oh yes, very funny. What were you doing lying on the ground like that? I thought you were... well, that you were... you know...
Sorry to interrupt the reunion, but didn't you tell us Serena was your kid sister?
Well, if you want to get technical about it, actually we're twins. But we don't look the same age anymore because, well, it's all a bit complicated. I told you I was taken off by monsters, didn't I? They've been kidnapping people so they can steal their magical powers. Well, I wasn't going to let them have mine without putting up a fight. But the more I resisted, the younger I got. I don't quite understand it, but instead of draining my magic, they drain my age.
И вот мы плавно подошли к моменту.
What I'm basically saying
Шей
is that I'm not
глубоко
a
за 30.
child. So stop treating me like one.
Ну и, конечно, не за 30.
Okay, we get it,
Но
we
все равно
get it. You're not a
выглядит она не
kid.
на свой возраст.
But you still look like one.
Это еще
Don't you
мягко
want to do
сказано.
something about it?
Of course I do. Why do you think I brought you here?
Вообще над этим
I want you
персонажем
to help
знатно
me clobber
пошутили.
those stupid monsters and see if we can fix this.
You will help us, won't you? I promise to do my bit as well. I have some really rather wonderful healing spells, you know.
Главное теперь не забыть подготовиться. Надеюсь, 12 левела мне здесь хватит. Хотя у меня тут 2 вспомогательных тела. Пожалуй, уже пора начинать записывать, где находятся эти замки.
I
А то
almost
это определенно
forgot.
забываю.
You need a password to get through here.
А может слишком быстро.
And it was... It was... Humbracadabra.
Он еще и склеротик. И стеснительный.
Are you potty? You come here and tell Jarvis that you let that lovely, juicy specimen escape, and you think an apology's gonna cut it? Ooh, this jars. Do you crackpots think sorcerers like Veronica come along often? Do you have any idea what we'll have to do to nab a specimen like that again? You knew I wanted to drain all her magic so I could earn the Lord of Shadow's respect when he came back. All my plans shattered.
The Lord of Shadows.
Разбежался.
That's them. They're the monsters who jumped me in the bathhouse and brought me here. See that jar by the big fat one? That's what he was sucking all my magic powers into.
Then I guess we'd better figure out how to get them back.
Veronica.
Huh?
Это ж надо так орать. Похоже, этот чудик испугался куда больше, чем она. Возникает такой закономерный вопрос, кто же из них старше, учитывая эту реакцию.
Especially when they bring me presents, if it isn't the one that got away. Talk about it in the jackpot. Now, just sit tight while we suck every ounce of magic out of you. Boys, this lot have earned a VIP treatment. Get cracking!
Looks like we'll be fighting our way out of this one whether we like it or not.
Надеюсь, что здесь мы гребем. Сейчас, судя по началу, все должно быть нормально. Мне начинает казаться, что главный герой какой-то сильно медленный. Я надеюсь, о себе я, пожалуй, сам позабочусь. Так тут совсем уж доверия нет. Пока что. Да, бы так. Как ни посмотри, криты здесь как-то крайне редко случаются. Может, это вопрос времени. Надеюсь, сейчас мы его прикончим. Я зря понадеялся. Исключена вероятность, что мы пробьем его раньше, чем сработает заклинание. Хотя нет.
Veronica wins again.
Nice.
I'll never be the Lord of Shadow's right-hand man if I can't even beat the likes of you lot. Ugh. All my dreams shattered.
Who is this Lord of Shadows you keep mentioning anyway?
You'll find out soon enough. When everything finally goes to pot.
We'll find out soon enough, huh?
Right. Time to get my magic back.
И, собственно, сейчас мы увидим чудеса преображения. Под знаком таким именованием.
Oh, I hope this works.
Oh. But you look just the same. Were all our efforts for nothing?
Так даже прикольней.
No need to worry on that front. I can feel the old magic zinging from the ends of my pigtails right down to the tips of my toes.
Then why do you still look like a little girl?
Oh. I'm not really sure. I suppose whatever made me younger can't be fixed just by getting my powers back. But it could be worse. I mean, you know what they say. You're only young. Twice.
Trust you to see the funny side. Well, I suppose I'd better get used to having a twin sister half my size. By the way, you have noticed who we're traveling with, haven't you?
Of course I have. And so have you, it seems. Shall we?
Mm-hmm.
luminary, Yggdrasil's chosen, long have we waited to greet you. We of Arborea swear to protect you. While we live, none shall defeat you.
There are those who would accuse you of bringing disaster on our world. Please, you must rest assured that they are wrong. You are a hero. The light in your eyes, the light told of in the legends of Arborea, it proves that beyond a doubt.
I knew it was you the moment I saw you.
Но пока не приключилось.
So now you have magical twins swearing to serve and protect you? I guess you really are the luminary, huh? Not that I ever doubted it, of course.
There's plenty more we need to talk about, but we have to take care of something first. I wasn't the only one they were keeping prisoner, you know. Now, if I remember rightly, there should be a door around here somewhere.
Надо бы поскорее закончить этой миссией, чтобы получить возможность перераспределять навыки.
Gosh, look at all these cells. What a horrid place.
Oh! Hey, who's there?
Don't worry, you're safe now. We took care of that potty old fathead and his cronies.
Thanks. I owe you one. I was starting to worry they were going to get sick of feeding me and decide to eat me instead.
You were starting to worry? And what about your poor little daughter all on her own, hmm? How do you think she's been feeling?
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. Wait, you know Connie?
Вообще довольно-таки весело услышать поучение от такой мизги.
We do. And she's fine, thanks for asking. The owner of the bar back in town is looking after her. He's a mature, responsible adult, you see.
Oh, listen, I appreciate your help, really, I do. I'm Noah, by the way. If there's anything I can do to repay you, just say the word.
Noah, huh? Where have I heard that name before?
Look, I've taken up enough of your time. I should, get back and see how, Connie's doing. Thanks a million.
Well, he certainly left in rather a hurry.
You can say that again? Very fishy. Well, never mind. We should head back too. We deserve a rest.
Awake at last, huh? Don't worry, we all just woke up too.
And now we're up. It's time to continue our little talk from before about Serena and I and how we're going to help you.
We have a legend in Arborea. It says that one day the Dark One will descend to extinguish the light, but that Yggdrasil's chosen, the Luminary, bearer of the Mark of Light, will rise to meet him.
I know it's hard to believe. I mean, look at you. But it's true. You're the reincarnation of the Luminary, the man who defeated the Dark One long ago. I still can't work out why they'd need to bring you back if the Dark One was defeated, to be honest. But ours is not to reason why. Once we fulfill our sacred duty and get you to Yggdrasil, I'm sure all will be revealed.
Yggdrasil, huh? Well, I for one want to know what the heck's going on. Let's mosey on over there.
Have you ever tried thinking before opening your big mouth? In case you hadn't noticed, Yggdrasil is floating in the sky. Mosey, he says. Honestly.
They say that the Luminary visited the World Tree before his battle with the Dark One. But alas, the legends do not tell us how.
What? Not even you special protectors of the magical ancient wonder truths know? Bummer. Yggdrasil, Yggdrasil, Yggdrasil. Wait, I think I might have an idea.
Really? What is it?
You know that guy we bust out of jail yesterday? I remembered where I know him from. He sells information to, people in my profession.
And you think he might know how we can reach the World Tree? Wonderful! Well, what are we waiting for? To the bar!
Вообще, учитывая, какая в перспективе собирается компашка, довольно странно, что Эрик самый простой какой-то там разбойник или кто он есть.
Come on, Daddy. Let's go. The nice man who keeps bringing you drinks must be getting tired.
Just one more for the road, sweetie. You never know. He might have some hot gossip that I need to hear.
Определенно хороший отец.
Fishing for rumors, huh? Some things never change. You're Noah, right? In the circles I used to move in, you were pretty famous. You were the guy who knew things for the right price. No nugget of knowledge too big or too small. Noah the know-it-all knows them all. That's what they used to say, huh?
What if they did? I can't help it if juicy tidbits have an habit of falling in me lap now, can I? Well, I don't go trying to get mixed up in this stuff, it just happens. Like when I mistakenly went in the ladies' baths and them monsters, they kidnapped me. I only stuck me head in there to see what all the commotion was, and there they was, attacking some poor girl. Normally, I would have walloped the lot of them, of course, but I just had me tea. The villains collared the both of us and, well, I just hope she's all right.
She... kind of. Anyway, we were wondering if you might be able to help us out. What do you know about Yggdrasil?
Crikey, you lot don't do things by halves, do ya? Got a big score in mind, eh? Well, seeing as how you saved me life, I'll tell you what I know. On the way here, Connie and me was travelling across the desert when we came down with a bad case of heat stroke. We didn't have no grub left, no water, nothing. We'd just about given up hope. But then, these soldiers from Gallopolis came along. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in the Sultan's bleeding palace. Oh, talk about lucky. Anyway, when I come to, that's when I seen it. Beautiful it was, this rainbow-coloured branch thing. All shimmery and beautiful. Well, I know top-end gear when I see it. If that weren't a branch of the old world tree, I'm a monkey's uncle.
Did you hear that, Veronica? A branch from Yggdrasil herself.
Yes. Lighting the path ahead for the luminary. It sounds like we need to take a trip to Gallopolis. So it turns out you are capable of having ideas that aren't completely stupid after all.
We should head for the desert right away. It's beyond the checkpoint southwest of here. That marks the border with Gallopolis. I do hope you won't mind us tagging along.
We of Arborea swear to protect you. While we live, none shall defeat you.
Так хочется сказать, шо опять?
Here, you'll need this to get to Gallopolis.
The guards at the checkpoint are awful sticklers for formalities, but if you show them that, they should let us through.
А куда у него звук делся? Собственно, о чем мне она сейчас напомнила. Вроде как это должно быть можно. Что ж, полезная вещь. Пусть со временем весьма не дешево. Хотя со временем и денег-то будет поболее. Не знаю, конечно, насколько вообще есть полезно использовать жезл. Так как это напрочь убивает боевую сторону хиллера. Ну, в любом случае, смешивать им оружие я не собираюсь. Пусть у каждого будет что-то свое. Складывается ощущение, что она с кухни блюдце сперла. Малые щиты тут, конечно, тот еще вид имеет. Без слез не взглянешь. Что-то картошка слишком спокойно. Вот что мне нравится в этой игре, так это реакция моста на то, что по нему ходят. Доски проседают, мост покачивается. И с учетом того, насколько это в принципе примитивная игра, с учетом графики и прочего, сделана довольно шикарно. Я даже графика довольно шикарно смотрится. Все на анимешном. Кстати, об этом.
Don't worry, I'm here to help.
Он переливает палку с пивом.
Did I do all right?
Наконец-то более-менее приличный опыт дают. Покормиться тем, что было, как-то весна не очень. Слишком они мелочились. Но все-таки сейчас был единственный плюс жезла, ну, как и посоха. Возможность отбирать манну. Это бесконечный источник. Хоть совершенно бесполезный в бою. Что-то мне эти статуи напоминают. Только может там определенно не лошадиные.
Oh, just look at all these people. How marvelous. Is there some kind of festival going on, I wonder?
Yes, of course. Gallopolis is the kingdom of the desert knight, isn't it? And of the racetrack where they love to compete. I think we've arrived in town just in time for the horse racing festival.
Well, you go play with ponies if you like. I'm off to look for the Yggdrasil branch. That's why we're here, in case you've forgotten.
Oh, let Mr. Moody No Fun go off on his own if he wants. There's nothing to stop us having a little look around while we're here.
Можно сказать, она крайне спокойно отреагировала. И вообще как-то, несмотря на всех этих коняшек, везде суть города совершенно не в них. Конечно же, первым делом осмотр того, что можно спереть. Ну, тут закрыты, пока мы туда и не полезем. Это уж очень слишком тонкий момент. Лучше бы они дали возможность изготавливать кинжал. То хороший рецепт фиг найдешь. А Эрик, можно сказать, голышом бегает. Вот это будет явной проблемой. Хотя как повезет. В то же время обращаем внимание, что все до лампочки на происходящее. что не становится весьма печально. Заодно непонятно, почему у них цвет кирпичный. Пожалуй, все-таки для начала закончим наше турне по городу. И потом уже отправимся в Султан. Это довольно-таки проблематичная миссия. В ней без ручного управления ну никак не обойтись. А вообще как-то не хочется управлять сразу за всю группу. Я уже думал, ничего не положено. Крещенчик уже гору этих медалей не собирал. Однако на деле это совершенно не так. Хотя мне казалось, они куда чаще попадаются. что за лабуду я сейчас подобрал? Серьезно? Вот это мы оставим на попозже. Все-таки этот предмет будет нужен несколько с другими персонажами и совершенно в другое время. Которое мы, кстати, теперь еще и сэкономим.
This race, my fellow Gallipolitans, this race. Fellow Gallipolitans, this is no ordinary Sand National. This race marks the day that Faris, my son and heir, comes of age, and as such... No. An event of such significance must have eloquence to match. Such functional pleasantries will not thrill my beloved subjects.
Ну и товарищ.
And who exactly might you be? I have no time to grant an audience today. You must leave. Immediately.
Еще более чудной
My
товарищ.
training is complete.
Then give me the pledge.
A knight's word is his bond, his kingdom his master. He serves the weak untiringly, challenges the strong unflinchingly, and never retreats in the face of adversity.
Yes, very good. The knight's pledge must always be your guide, my son. You are a man now, Faris, and tomorrow's race shall prove it. You must show your people that you are worthy of their adulation.
Fear not, beloved father. I shall disappoint neither you nor they. Oh. What is your name, stranger? And what brings you to Gallopolis?
Привет, твой. Что-то ты как-то неожиданно. В последнее время как-то пропадаешь.
Surely he speaks of the rainbow. It is the only treasure of our kingdom that would warrant such a description. I believe I can assist you, friend. Visit me in my chambers at the foot of the great staircase. I shall await you there.
Так куда ты в последнее время запропала-то? Я уже сколько стримы жду. Да уж, при такой насыщенной осени разве что и нужно отдохнуть хорошенько. Столько всего выходит, что стрим хоть круглый день, все равно ничего не успеешь. Ой. По какой игре будет? Я, кстати, надеюсь, что не раньше, чем через час. Так.
Ah, you came. Thank you. Yes. Your height and physique are perfect, and you have the face of one who knows horses. You should be aware that the branch you seek is a priceless royal treasure. My father is unlikely to give it away freely to some wandering stranger.
Растение.
However, he might be persuaded to part with it if the request came from his beloved son. I have but one small favor to ask in return.
Ну, растение у меня вон полный угол растет. Шагнуть негде. А в плане игр нету. Вообще у меня тут в последнее время какая-то непонятная фигня. YouTube с приставкой как-то плохо дружит.
The noise of the circus will protect our privacy. Will you join me there?
Нет, таких растений у меня нету.
Then it is agreed. I will meet you at the entrance to that ridiculous tent this evening. Do not be late, please.
А вот это чудовище. Не знаю. В мои вкусы она как-то не совсем вошла. Не, я как представлю, сколько тут еще все пройти предстоит. Страшно становится.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the act you've all been waiting for. The wandering wonder who amazes audiences wherever he goes. Prepare yourselves for an experience like no other. Prepare yourselves for the Great Sylvando!
Ты же он тут выпендрежник.
Ladies and gentlemen, please! There is no need to be afraid! The great Sylvando will never endanger his adoring audience. After all, darlings, you are the ones who make this show so special! I love you all! Thank you! Thank you!
Quickly, we must talk while the people are distracted. And please, not a word of this to anyone. Now, as you may be aware, the Sun National is the most important event of the year here in Gallopolis. And tomorrow, I am due to make my debut in the race to end all races. However, there is a problem. One teeny tiny, terrible problem. I cannot ride. In fact, I have barely so much as sat in the saddle.
What?
I have so far been able to hide this unfortunate fact, but if I were to take part in the race, the inconvenient truth would surely be uncovered. And yet I have no choice. For a prince of Gallopolis not to take part in the Sun National on the year of his coming of age is unthinkable! Unthinkable! So you see, your coming here was fated. It is a sign. The forces of destiny mean me to use you as my double. Ta-da!
Your double? How's that gonna work? Won't everyone notice as soon as he walks out onto the track?
Ah, the fates have provided that also. For you see, the royal family always races in full armor, lest the unthinkable occur. His face will be hidden from view.
No, что принц тут шутит,
Please,
конечно.
please, I beg of you, you must help me. You must enter the Sun National in my place.
Хотя, конечно, весь город с прибабахом.
You are the most pathetic excuse for a prince I've ever seen. If you think we're going to help you lie to your people, you've got another thing coming.
Is that so? Then I assume that your need of the rainbow is not so great after all.
Wow. Talk about shameless.
Call me what you will, it changes nothing. You will do as the fates wish and take my place in the race? Yes? I knew you would see sense in the end. Thank you. I will talk to my father about the rainbow as soon as the race is over. You have my word. I took the liberty of arranging rooms for you at the inn. Rest well. I will see you in the stables, bright and early.
Этого не знаю. Я как-то нажал то, что купить, а
You will find the
насчет
stable
скачивания
entrance
вообще не
in the
проверял.
western part of the city. Do not be late. Now, I must be on my way. Farewell, friends!
Да, собственно, и качать-то сейчас некуда. А что, в нее поиграть собралась? Хорошо, после стрима гляну. На твоем отвечу уже. Хотя, может, и не отображается. Я как-то недавно просматривал, что у меня за игры есть, и внимания особо не обращал. В частности, из-за первой части. А вдруг не просто? Вдруг какие-то сверхпланы тайные? Вообще было сейчас прикольно в нее поиграть. Окей. Все же, мне кажется, что комплекция у них слегка различается. Пришло время приступить к самой страшной части игры. Как-то скачки не удаются не особо. Это таки не Ведьмак. Хотя и там у меня некоторые проблемы были. Но не таких масштабов.
Hello, Galopolitans! This is no ordinary Sand National.
Hooray! All hail Prince Varys!
Пожалуй, султан здесь единственный человек, который не знает, что ему сказать. С ними вечно что-либо находится.
Prince Ferris!
Oh, such a fine figure of a man.
Тщательно глядя на текущие и на будущие события, хочется спросить, как он вообще такой популярности добился, этот принц. На чем горбу въехал? Иван как не
It must
спалился.
be wonderful to be so popular, darling. But of course, you are used to it. Being a real live prince, huh? The name's Silvano, by the way. One of the other riders
Сегодня
had a
просто
little
на этом ехать собрался.
whoopsie, so I had to step in at the last minute.
Учитывая этот веер на заднице,
But don't think I'll be going easy on you just because you're
тормозить он должен
royalty.
знатно.
Where would be the fun in that? Try to keep up, little princey!
Да чего ж он, блин, резвый? Это даже ненормально. Как мне кажется. Что за порядок? Привет, сколько здесь надо гонять, чтобы попадать в каждый ускоритель. Идите в пенсию, ладно. И странно, мы последних почти обогнали. И каким-то чудом я выбрался на первое место. Как бы сейчас принца от радости не разорвало.
Oh, magnificent! I hardly dare think that you might actually win! Now quickly, my public await! I shall take the reins from here. Fear not, my friend. I have not forgotten my promise. I will discuss the rainbow with my father, just as soon as my people have finished showering me with adulation!
Он даже на лошади сидеть не может. Какой кошмар.
Praise the fates. Our plan was a success. Thank you. You have spared me great humiliation. I will go immediately to my father and ask about the rainbow.
All hail Prince Faris, pride of the desert, horseman extraordinaire. Darling, you were fabulous. It was enough to bring a tear even to my jaded eye.
Oh.
Wait, don't tell me you were... Surely you didn't let your understudy take the stage for the command performance? Oh, this is too good!
Wait! But you do not understand the pressure I am under. A prince of Gallopolis who cannot ride a horse is a disgrace to the kingdom. I did what was necessary for the sake of my people. And now all can be forgotten. Yes?
And there was silly old Silvando thinking that knights never retreated in the face of adversity.
Silence! I am the prince of this kingdom, and I will not have a traveling jester lecture me on chivalry.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
Enter.
The Sultan wishes to see you, Your Highness. Your magnificent display of horsemanship has pleased him greatly.
Very good. I will come right away. My promise still stands. Come to the throne room in a little while. We will see what can be done about this branch of yours.
So nice to see a royal with the common touch. You were wonderful out there today, darling. Maybe we'll get to share the stage again soon.
Надеюсь, я хоть успею все, что планирую. То что-то я как-то начинаю сомневаться.
Truly, I am humbled. All I have ever desired is to fulfill my duties as a prince and as a knight. Father, if I may, I have promised to assist these travelers. Would you permit me to explain?
Gladly, my son. It warms my heart to see you aiding those in need. Truly, you have taken the knight's pledge to heart.
Thank you, Father. The truth of the matter is that my friends here have come to Gallopolis in search of the rainbow.
Your Majesty, the beast has returned. It attacked one of our men while we were out on patrol. The Slayer of the Sands is back? Why must the accursed creature always appear on this, the happiest day of the year? We will stand for this no longer. I must dispatch my finest knights and ensure that the fiend never again returns to terrorize the Celestial Sands. But wait! My boy, the fates are speaking to us. Capturing the Slayer would be the perfect way to show your people what a fine knight you have become.
What? Oh, Father, so many of our bravest men have confronted the creature and perished. Surely, I do not stand a chance.
Сразу видно, храбрый человек.
Truly, it is the most able who are the most humble. But you cannot hide your true feelings. You are trembling with excitement. This is your moment, Faris, my boy. Capture the Slayer and take your place in history.
But very well, Father. Yay! I shall begin my preparations right away. A thousand pardons. The rainbow will have to wait. Meet me in my chambers. There is something we must discuss. Just breathe, Faris.
Как обрадовался. Нет слов.
Please, I beg of you, the Slayer of the Sands will tear me limb from limb unless you aid me. Have pity on a desperate soul. Oh.
Spoken like a true desert knight. Seriously, can't you handle this on your own?
No, such a thing is impossible. I am no knight. I neglected my training. I allowed my vassals to fight all my battles for me. It is not my fault. I am an only child. I was coddled from birth and praised for the most insignificant of achievements.
Конечно, артист
I did not wish to disappoint my parents or my people, so I found ways of seeming to fulfill their expectations without necessarily doing so. But the more I fulfilled them, the more their expectations grew, and now finally they expect the impossible. It's so unfair. Don't you see? If you refuse to help me, I will be sent to my doom, and through no fault of my own. Please, will you take pity on your old friend? Oh, thank you. 10,000 thank yous! And fear not. I will speak to my father about the rainbow as soon as the beast is captured. We must make preparations to depart immediately. I will await you at the castle gates.
What a pathetic excuse for a prince. Goodness knows what'll become of Gallopolis with him in charge.
Oh, we mustn't be so hard on him, Veronica. I'm sure it can't be easy growing up with everyone expecting so much of you.
Я даже не знаю, что на это сказать. Да, это именно тот момент, когда я не знаю, что сказать.
I mean no disrespect, Your Highness, but how could you do this to us? You have volunteered us for certain death.
Fear not, trusted retainers. We do not journey into the jaws of danger alone. Ha! Impeccable timing as always. Allow me to introduce our knights in shining armor. These brave adventurers have agreed to capture the Slayer for us. Now, the beast's lair is said to be located deep within the Celestial Sands. The fastest route is through the checkpoint to the west. We march immediately for Gallopolis!
For Gallopolis.
Энтузиазм от них прям-таки прет.
Yeah!
Room for a little one? Oh, I'd hate to miss a good beast hunt.
Надеюсь, хоть с этим я разобраться сегодня успею.
There's no such thing as a good beast hunt, friend. If I were you, I'd run along back to the circus.
Well, aren't you just a lovely, patronizing little dear? Look, I'm worried about the half-wit prince getting himself killed. Can I come with you or not?
Это когда и чем?
At least one of you has some sense. Lead on, darling!
Заодно бы не забывать сейчас кактус собирать. Ну разве это интрига? Интрига — это когда знаешь, но не говоришь. Мне вот интересно осталось, чего ты пишешь? Кто-то мне подскажет, как и я, с планшета. Пойдем. Вообще планшет — это зло. Вот у меня так же. Иногда хочешь что-нибудь быстро написать. А в итоге либо отправляешь не пойми что, либо исправляешь в течение получаса. В итоге оно уже как-то не актуально. Это после сражения с этими кактусами мой энтузиазм достиг уровня тех солдат. Забыл?
Ха! Easy.
Я как-то глядя на все это тоже думаю, надо, блин, опять ноутбуком обзаводиться. А то с планшетом вообще неудобно. Ну, так бы поставил возле телека, ты делай, что хочешь.
Easy peasy.
Кто-то начинает мне подсказывать, что кактус золотой мне не светит. Крайне в ближайшее время. Этого времени у нас как-то не наблюдается. Сейчас вообще какая-то мода пошла на мелкие планшеты, блин. Экран делают, блин, хуже, чем у телефона. И пользоваться вообще непонятно. Не посмотреть что-нибудь нормальное. Еще что-либо. Слушайте, как... У меня вроде то ли 9.3, то ли 9.6, какой он там.
Let's heat things up. We'll soon have that patched up.
Исходя из моих природных наклонностей, буду сидеть и злорадствовать. Тихонечко.
You're not gonna like this!
Score one for the good guys.
Мне сейчас как-то интересно растет, когда этот Стоунхендж недоделанный выстрелит. Не просто так же его здесь поставили. Не радужно тут у нас.
We'll soon have that patched up.
You're not gonna like this!
Let's heat things up! Yep.
Что-то у меня все больше и больше уверенности в том, что команда скоро ласт склеит.
The heat, the dry air, it is
Кстати, не
too
говорит, что
much,
укачало.
too much. Let us spend the night here. The monster will have to wait. There you are. As you can see, I have decided to set up camp. We will continue our quest in the morning.
That's right. You get your beauty sleep, Princey dear. You've got a hard day of getting us to do your dirty work for you to be preparing for. Come on, you. Let's have a sit down and a nice chat, shall we?
Кстати, меня нормально вообще слышно. То после времени как-то сомневаюсь.
So, 2 boys and 2 girls out on a lovely adventure together, huh? How romantic. But what kind of adventure, I wonder? Come on, spill the beans.
To be perfectly honest, we're none too sure ourselves just yet. But for the moment, we're trying to get to Yggdrasil. We need to understand more about the mysteries surrounding the luminary, you see? It's all to do with a horrible being called the Dark One. He wants to bring death and destruction to the
Кстати,
world,
вспомнил-то одну вещь.
and we want to stop him.
С прошлого-то стрима, где эта музыка была, за нее вообще никак ничего не предъявили. Так что, можно сказать, повезло.
All right, Big Mouth, that's enough. You don't need to tell the Jolly Jester a whole life story. We barely know him.
My. So there's a dastardly villain
Ну,
coming
мне
to
кажется,
steal all
как-то
the
временами
smiles
игра
and
сама
laughter from the
меня
world.
перекрикивает.
And you 4 heroes are on a daring mission to stop him before it's too late. Oh, now that does sound fun.
You got a strange idea of fun.
What about you, Sylvando? What made you leave home and set out on the road?
Oh, you don't want to hear my boring old stories. We've got a big day ahead of us tomorrow. Come on, kiddies. Betty buys.
Well, aren't we full of mysteries? What's his deal?
Я в настройках и так почти на самом минимум это сделал. Но временами все равно кажется, что кричит. У меня даже на телевизоре сейчас звук почти на самый минимум стоит. Это очень громко. О, а это тут откуда? Мне все-таки интересно, что не так с этим соединением Флэки и Ютуба. Мне даже приходящие комментарии не отображает.
Easy.
До этого сообщения выводилось, сейчас что-то пришло.
Let's heat things up!
They'll soon have that patched up. Did I do all right?
Чуть-чуть этого крабика нам хватит. Пожалуй, нет.
Another one bites.
Ну, еще не хватило. Временами игра поражает своими случайностями. То никого, то сразу толпа. И крутись как хочешь.
Wonderful. Told you I was tough.
И так всегда, пока одно подтянешь, уже и другого пора бы. Ощущение, до босса мы так не доберемся.
Ha! Easy. Oh yeah.
The Slayer of the Sands was last seen here.
The cowardly creature is nowhere to be found. It must have fled in fear. Let us return to the castle and inform my father of our success.
The Slayer of the Sands is among us!
Up and at him, Princey Pooh. Show that filthy thing what real knights are made of. Oh dear. Looks like poor old Faris has been struck down with stage fright. You soldiers, be dears and look after him, will you? Come on, gang. This little drama needs a hero or two.
На мой взгляд, было бы куда проще, если он с принцем сначала разобрался. И потом и мы бы подоспели.
You're not gonna like this.
Глядя на весь этот урон, как-то даже плакать хочется. Готовьтесь к кровным начальных уровнях. Вероник почти зашили. Вы надеетесь, что его вылечат.
Don't worry, I'm here to help.
Let's heat things up! Burn!
We'll soon have that patched up.
Woo!
Night, night!
Как-то все на удивление спокойно прошло. Не ожидал от него большего.
That will teach you to be so grumpy. Now, hold nice and still while I tie you up.
Явление героя.
The battle is won! The Slayer of the Sands is bested! All in a day's work for the Prince of Gallopolis! You saw me, men, did you not? You saw the People's Prince defeat the fiend that terrorized them so.
Yes, Your Highness. Of course, Your Highness.
You have my thanks, Fred. My heroic feat would not have been possible without your valuable contribution. I still have not forgotten what I promised. I will speak with my father about the rainbow upon my return. You may rest assured of that.
Really, Principal? That's how you're gonna play it? And what do you think they'll be expecting of you next, huh?
You speak as though I have a choice! Are you suggesting that I disappoint my father and the citizens of Gallopolis?
I'm not suggesting anything, darling. You do what you need to do.
To Gallopolis, men! We return as heroes! Yeah!
Oh, well, this feels all kinds of wrong. You're right, Sylvando. Nothing's going to change if he keeps on pretending.
All he needs is a little push. Anyway, I'd better be getting along. I'm sure we'll bump into each other again soon. Ciao for now, my loves.
Все Силанда как-то немного напрягает своим поведением. Стоит понадеяться, ни на кого не может толкнуться сейчас. То мы отсюда фиг выберемся. Внимательность всегда при мне. Пожалуй, сейчас посмотрим на последний акт этой клоунады и будем закругляться.
My fellow Gallopolitans, Faris, your prince, my son, our hero, has vanquished the Slayer of the Sands.
Hey! Yeah, that's it! Yeah!
The future of our kingdom is surely safe in the hands of one so gallant and chivalrous as he. Now come, heroic conqueror, address your people.
Beloved Gallopolitans, yes, I captured the beast, but I did not act alone. For it was your love, your adoration that gave me the strength I so needed. Yes! But it is that same love that will allow me to continue serving you until my dying day.
Интересно, как они вообще додумались живого монстра в город притащить.
Friends, we have no need to be afraid. Prince Faris will protect us.
Хотя то, что они в него верят, куда более удивительно.
Yes, yes! We have nothing to fear with the prince on our side!
Faris! Faris! Faris!
Well, my
Может,
boy,
инфаркт
your
случится.
people await. Let them see firsthand the fearless desert knight you have become.
Father, Father, I cannot.
Repeat after me now. A knight's word?
A knight's word is his bond, his kingdom, his master.
Куда сейчас вылезла.
Well, don't stop.
He serves the weak untiringly, challenges the strong unflinchingly, and never retreats in the face of adversity.
That's more like it. Now, my little Princey Pooh, do you want to be remembered as a miserable coward or a hero who died fighting to the end?
I wish to be remembered as a knight of Gallopolis!
У меня возникает вопрос, что он всю жизнь занимался, если он вообще ничего не умеет.
Darling, you were wonderful. Amazing what you can do when you put your mind to it, huh?
Wait, did you?
I won't always be here to remind you what it means to be a knight, though. Better not go forgetting again, huh?
Wait, a friend. Where did you become so well-versed in the ways of chivalry? Are you a knight?
Who, me? Don't be ridiculous, darling. I'm just a silly old jester.
Пожалуй, самый веселый город в игре.
Yes, Father. It was he who rode my horse in the Sun National, and he who captured the Slayer of the Sands. Forgive me.
Faris, look at me. The burden that was placed upon you It was more than any boy could be expected to bear. It is I who must apologize, not you. But rest assured that I have learned my lesson. I will not make the same mistake again. And it seems you have learned something too, despite your protestations. The bravery you showed was worthy of a true knight. Sir Hendrik will be happy to take one such as yourself under his wing, I am sure. Your dream will come true at last. I am so pleased for you.
Hendrik? Wasn't that the name of the guy who was chasing us?
Ah, but I am forgetting our guests. Father, these travelers came to Gallopolis in search of the rainbow. It is a royal treasure, of course. But surely you agree that they have done more than enough to deserve it.
Certainly, certainly. But my boy, I sold the rainbow to a traveling merchant.
What?
Неопределенные идиоты.
What would compel you to sell one of our most precious treasures?
Are you blind, boy? Did you not notice the grandeur with which we celebrated this year's Sand National? We made a sacrifice for your sake.
Father, I...
Forgive me. All I can tell you
Да,
is that
есть.
the merchant to whom I sold the rainbow headed
Только
west
основной
towards
сюжет что-то не
Gondolia.
прошел.
This letter will grant you passage through the checkpoint that leads there. Perhaps someone can tell you what became of the branch.
Да.
Ow! 1,000 pardons! I did not know that the rainbow was no longer in the kingdom. Truly, I did not. It is scant consolation, I am sure. But please, take this. Its value cannot possibly compare,
смысле в самом
but it
начале?
has been prized by generations of Gallopolitan knights.
Ты заново проходишь? Или ты сюжетку не делала?
It allows one to provoke distant foes into combat, and is an excellent way to gain battle experience. Or so I am told. You have done our kingdom a great service. Should you ever need our assistance, you need only say the word. And as for me, I will be
Я уже даже
sorry
не
to see
вспомню,
you
насколько
leave.
я его прошел.
But I'm sure there will be other
20-30%.
kindly travelers along soon enough. Yeah?
Так, что у нас тут? Хватаем Селиванда, да закругляемся. Ну, насчет сегодня я как-то уже сомневаюсь. Я как бы сейчас фильм хотел посмотреть один. Да и подустал уже. Да и предварительно как-то бы все это обговорить, обдумать.
At last! I was beginning to think you had snuck out through the stage door.
Huh?
Oh.
Hey!
You again? What do you want this time?
Hey, yeah! Ta-da! Oh, don't be coy, darling. I want to come with you, of course. You should never have told me about your heroic quest if you didn't want me to tag along.
What are you talking about? You can't just decide to come with us. This isn't a game.
Believe me, honey, I know it isn't. I've seen my fair share of fun and games on my travels. What kind of jester would I be if I hadn't? But I've seen tragedy too. People attacked by monsters, all kinds of awful things. You know, my dream has always been to build a wonderful theater. Somewhere I can put on performances that will make millions smile.
Хоть весело будет.
But how can I do that if this dark one of yours is going to be out there making people's lives awful?
Возможно, мы даже увидим контакт с планетой.
What I'm trying to say, darlings, is that we all want the same thing. So you see, I have to come with you. Oh, don't all squeal at once now.
This guy really doesn't take no for an answer, huh?
Да дело-то не грустно. Надо еще как-то с ним время подобрать. Просто мне где-то уже через час спокойно уже будет не посидеть.
Guess I'm part of the gang now. Yay! So, tell me, what's our next move?
Well, to
У
get
меня
to
такая же
Yggdrasil,
ситуация,
we're
как у
going to
тебя
need
с
the
мужем.
rainbow. And it seems that a traveling merchant has
Я
taken it to
завишу от сторонних
Gondolia.
факторов. Вот эта фраза про внезапность немного пугает.
Gondolia. But honey, that's a port
Надеюсь,
town.
эта
He's
внезапность
probably
не
hopped on a
зайдет на
boat and
этот,
set
как
sail
он
by now.
называется. Вот эта стрелялка-бегалка по городу. На Д вроде как-то. А, о, Division. То там как-то скучновато.
That's true. Well, then we'll have to buy tickets for the ferry, and...
The ferry? Please, darling. We don't have time to be riding the ferry with the little people.
Well, what's your bright idea then?
I was thinking a ship of our
Кстати,
own might be
забылся.
more
Я что-то этот
chic,
ролик
no?
по Дайлайту посмотрел.
And
Неудивительно,
luckily
что
for
там
you, I
спокойно
happen to have picked up a
ходила
lovely little number in the end of
каким-то
season
обвесом.
sales.
Вот у меня такая же фигня, блин, с местом. Я не знаю, как все успевать теперь.
That's amazing. You're going up in my
Наверное, буду
estimation by
временно
the
этот
minute.
финалку сносить. Я все равно в год по чайной ложке прохожу.
You'd really be willing to let us use your ship, Mr. Sylvander?
But of course, sweetie. That's what friends are for. And guess where the old girl is docked, hmm? No? Why, Gondolia, of course! Lucky! So what are we waiting for? The ocean beckons, shipmates! Westward ho!
Ну что ж, одно покемона к нашей славной компании присоединили. И на этом на сегодня будем закругляться. Продолжим уже по пути в Гондолию. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Пока!